We might just get hit with the Rico.
Me Millie. Cause we in the field with them birds like we play for the Eagles. I'm on probation, so let me not talk what's illegal. Switch it up. Today I woke up with my drinker, she rich as a beetle. For my teachers that said I...
So, the last preseason game of 2018. Fuck, that fucking shit almost broke. Did not think it would go this fast, but it fucking did. Actually a pretty important game. Because even like from a few years back, you know, we never really looked at this last preseason game. Last year we didn't care about this last preseason game. But this year it actually matters because there are some guys that we want to see on the field that need more reps. So I want to start off with the number one guy I want to be looking at tomorrow night. It is Josh Adams, the running back from Notre Dame. We all know who he is. He's been a bruiser every time he's gotten the ball. He has faked people out. He has put people on their ass, and he has moved piles and piles of people in his wake. Josh Adams could be making this roster. I think Josh Adams, Donnell Pumphrey is going to get. Donnell Pumphrey is actually going to be playing in this game as well, and he is not going to do a damn thing unless he breaks out into some crazy fucking running back, which is not going to happen. I want to see him on the punt returns. Not like it really. He lost so much time. Can he really make a roster spot? I don't think so. Josh Adams is making a push to get a roster spot, and I'm excited to see what he can do. Now, Jordan Mailata is another guy on the offensive left tackle. We got to see what he can do as well. I want to see more of him tomorrow night. I want to see his blocks. I want to see what he does. Never played football his whole career. Always a rugby player, and this is the type of work he puts in for a guy that's 6'8", 200, 300? I don't even know how much he weighs. He weighs enormous. I don't know what's to come, but he looks fantastic. You got Jason Peters rolling out of this season, okay? Jason Peters is going to be his last year, and this team might not have to go out and get a left tackle. And the position is so important because that's the blind side spot. Okay, that's the blind side tackle spot. That's why the left tackles get paid a lot of fucking money. Big V and Jordan Mailata will be next year competing for that left tackle spot. And I think Jordan Mailata, because he has such an advantage, if he learns this game of football so fast and could get into this lineup and make this team, Jordan Mailata could be a fucking steal. From his lethal, violent hands, washing down opponents, making guys look silly. And it's funny to see him push people around because they're like, they big. I want to see what Avonte Maddox can do tomorrow night. I want to see him in the nickel spot, see what he could do. I know he had a pick against, he had a pick against Baker Mayfield, against the Browns, and he actually has a set of wheels on him. The good thing about him is if you throw a pick to him, he's taking it to the fucking house. Fortunately, someone grabbed his legs, his fucking back of his fucking heel at 2 seconds later, and he ended up falling on the ground. But none of the starters are playing, guys, so nobody's playing, okay? We have Atlanta next Thursday. Nobody is going to be playing in this game. I don't care what you say. Nothing's going to happen. Marcus Wheaton is actually going to be playing in this game, too. He's coming back. I want to see what Marcus Wheaton does. He's had a very good camp besides him sitting out. He's going to get some licks tomorrow night. And Marcus Wheaton's got a lot of potential. Joe Callahan's going to be his last game. See if he can make the roster somewhere else. Christian Hackenberg is going to get his first playing time in an Eagles uniform, playing against his former team, the New York Jets. So, Hackenberg, of course, is not going to make this roster. But Hackenberg, he's been a starter in this league, okay? He has had in-game experience. So, this is no different to him. This is not something that, this is a new guy on the field. He's been in the game before. He has played. Has he played well? Not really. But he's got the experience, so hopefully with some of the weapons around him, we can see what happens with that. I want to see DeAndre Carter, the wide receiver, see how much he could put in tomorrow night because he's looked absolutely amazing. Separation, Tracking the ball with his eyes. Great catch. Has not dropped one. Has been doing very well. Okay, that's a speedster right there. That's going to be really hard to let go. Shelton Gibson is a guy that we don't know. Maybe Shelton Gibson could be that guy in the opener versus the Falcons. But at the same time, we already have a speedster in Mike Wallace, so putting 2 speedster guys, we need someone that's crafty with a big body that can catch, like a Marcus Wheaton, that's like an Alshon Jeffrey. That's why you can't have 2 of the same type of receivers on the field. So I'm focusing on this game tomorrow, and there's going to be a lot to watch. Linebacker spot, Nate Gary, Camu. I'm going to see if either one of them really play, because if they're not playing, I have a feeling they're going to be in that lineup next week. See what Nate Gary, Joe Walker probably get some reps. Because linebackers are really important, so we need to keep them fresh, keep them alive, see what we do at that position. When you go to the safety position, you're not going to get much. Jeremy Reeves, Trey Sullivan, he got nicked up again last game, so I don't know if he's playing. But we got that other safety, Jabori, I forgot his name, one of the new undrafted guys that the Eagles signed just because they want to fill in the roster for this last game. See what he can do. And the linebacker as well. I forgot his name. Iron. His name is. I forgot what his name is. His nickname. Gallon, I think his name is Iron Gallon or something like that. See what he does at linebacker. Probably nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. So don't go crazy over it. But other than that, I mean, it's gonna be, it's very important. We want to see a few guys what they're gonna do. The defensive line is gonna be a whole bunch of, I don't know if they're putting any starters out there. I highly doubt it. For defensive line, Bruce Hector, maybe they'll give. They're not gonna give Derek Barnett snaps. I mean, it's gonna be just depth. Like no-name guys gonna be out there doing their thing. That's really what to really watch out for tomorrow night. It might be meaningless game, but it's really not because, like I said, don't care if we win or lose this game. It's all about individual. In the individual work of these players that we need to really watch and see what they're doing. That's really all I got to say about this. And let's enjoy. I'm not going to be able to watch it. I'll be able to watch it when I get home, but I'm going to look at my phone and look at some stuff while I'm at work because I won't. By the time it's like the 4th quarter, I'll probably be home. So I'm excited to see who makes plays. I kind of want to be surprised, so we'll see what happens. But that's about it, guys. So Shea Squad up, 5, let's fly.